Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is Friday and I'm working from home, and it's almost my lunch break, so I decided to catch up with you guys and see what's going on, check up on you guys, see if you're doing well. So I hope you're all doing well. um it's a new background today, I'm trying to mix things, make them more exciting. And today I want to talk a little bit. I made two videos, and I made them in my mother language, in Swahili, mixing it with a bit of Sheng. That's how we speak down there. We mix English and Swahili. And in these two videos, basically, I was just explaining a few things that happened to me when I was young. In one video, how I was conned by a witch doctor who was supposed to read my palm and tell me my future, but he used the information that I gave him without realizing it to just kind of read my future. So it was really, I wasted my time and eventually my money. And in the other video, I was talking about how expensive it is to live here in Europe. I think I've pointed it out in many of my videos. And today I decided to kind of consolidate all that together, so that I can finish this series of why that we Africans in the diaspora, Kenyans in the diaspora, that we have to struggle, to make ends meet here in Germany. A lot of people, of us, will bear me witness that we struggle a lot to just, make that extra coin that we can send to people back at home. And so I really hope that the people back at home can understand that life is not always easy here. So I want to follow that discussion now with a video about how you can survive here as a student, as an international student. Remember, I promised I'll be giving tips to students, potential students who want to come to study in Germany, and especially in this region where I live, in the Stuttgart area. I just want to give you a hint of how much you need per month, how much money you need as an international student per month to survive here, so that when you are planning your educational journey, and if you're planning to come and study here in Germany, you have an idea. And basically you realize that the total amount that I'll mention is kind of the same, across the board. Not just here in Stuttgart. You'll find that the cost is the same in other cities, with maybe a little bit of differences depending on where the university is located, but in general the cost is a little bit higher here in Stuttgart and in bigger cities like Munich than in other places like the east of Germany or in small towns. So bear that in mind. So I will discuss this. First, I want to go shopping. I want to see how much money I'm going to spend today to shop for a few things that I need for my lunch. And on the way back, I am going to start the topic, and then I'll finish it when I'm back home again. So that's the plan, eh? So let's see how this is going to work. See you in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am making a lunch break and I decided to go shopping, and I just wanted to update you that well, I've been talking the last two videos, I've been talking about how expensive life is here in Germany, and I just wanted to show you what I've done today. I've bought a few things. I was at a DM, is shop where you can buy, what are they called? Toiletries, toothpaste and stuff like that. Just basic stuff. I bought a few things there, and I spent, what did I spend? I spent 15 euros. And before that, I was in that supermarket there, Lidl, and I spent about that 5 euros, and that's in total about 50 euros. Yeah, 50 euros, maybe 30 cents in total that I've spent today. And I just bought a few things. I've not bought everything that I needed. I just bought a few things to last me the next maybe 1 week until next Friday, and then I have to go shopping again. I still need to tank my car. My car is empty. The car, to tank it full, cost me about 50 euros, but at the moment I think it's higher because the fuel prices have really gone up, so I might have to spend more than that to fill the car. And I, like, if I need to go to work like at least twice a week, nowadays I can work from home, but also I have to go to the office once in a while. I need to tank the car at least twice in a month so that I can be able to go to work, so which means I need 100 euros for fuel every month minimum. And the other stuff that you have to take care of every month, which I've not even taken care of. So I've already spent since the beginning of the month just on food stuff and and other basic things and the car fuel. In total, by the end of the day today, I will have spent about 200 euros. If you're sparsam, of course you don't have to spend so much money. You can really save, but you really have to spend so much time looking for special offers, like reduced products, like maybe products that are almost expiring, and then they lower the prices, and then you're able to get a discount, a cheaper offer on the product, but it takes forever, and I don't really have that time because I have to work. So what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, every month you might see yourself spending as much as 500 euros. In my last video I said about 500 euros per month. It's a bit on the high side. I think you can actually survive with far much less than that if you're sparsam, but you still have to have this money just in case, because you never know what's going to happen in the course of the month. So this is just following up to tell you that, guys, that really when you're considering coming abroad, you have to think about these costs. You have to realize that it's not cheap to live here, and just to have the basic comfortable life, you need to really dig deep into your pockets, and things are not becoming cheaper. Things are becoming more expensive every day. So that's just an update that when you come abroad, you have to think about these things and you have to put them into consideration. You just don't wake up one day and say that, oh, I want to go abroad. Life is not a bed of roses here. We struggle, and the struggle is real. Well, I'll keep you updated. I will collect these spendings to the end of the week. I want to see how much money I spend until the end of next week, and then I will sum it up all, and then I'll show you how much money I've spent until the mid of February, like just half of the month, and then you can see what I mean. And we can continue this discussion. Guys, I just want to give you tips so that when you come to Europe, or if not just Europe, other developed countries, that you know what you're getting yourself into, because I think there are other options that you can explore back at home. You don't have to come to abroad to make a life. There are other possibilities where you can make a life even in other countries, where probably you would even be able to save more money than coming to Europe. I'm not discouraging anybody from coming to Europe, but I want you people to know that it's not as rosy as people try to project it to be. It's not cheap to live in Europe, so bear that in mind. Good, so I'll keep you updated, and then we'll see how this is going to end up. So let's talk a little bit about student budget. How much money does a student need to survive here? I'm taking a case where the student is living in the shared hostels and living on a student budget. That's the case here, so bear that in mind. Student hostels around here in Stuttgart. I take a case of where my brother lives. It's a shared hostel. He pays, so they have, like, everybody has their own bedroom. Everybody has their own bedroom, and you get a bed. When you check in, the bed is already there. The furniture is, the basic furniture is already there. The beddings are already there. You just need to come with a blanket, you know, or a duvet, because the beddings might not be that warm. And they share then the kitchen area and the bathroom. So it's like a formation of 4 bedrooms, and these 4 bedrooms, little bedrooms, you have a kitchen which you share with the other people. Somebody's crossing the road. Yeah. That was funny. You have 4 bedrooms shared by each one with their own bedroom, and then you share the kitchen and the bathroom and the toilet. And for that room, it pays around 280 euros. There is another cheaper offer, but it's not so good because it's like it was, I think, 240 euros. You have your own bedroom and you share the bathroom with 2 people, but then the kitchen you share like 13 or 14 people. So I discouraged him from taking that offer because it was a bit too expensive. So the one my brother has, he pays 280 euros, and that's including everything. So you don't have to pay like outside here, where you have to pay power, you know, electricity and water separately, or the parking places. There, everything is included. But what is not included is, of course, food, telephone, entertainment, books, and stuff like that. And also health insurance and stuff like that. These are extra costs that come up later. So and you have to pay a deposit. I think like the deposit was 400 euros, 400 euros, which is, of course, will be paid back at the end of the tenure. You know, when he leaves the room, you get the money back if everything in the room is okay. If there's some damage, he'll be forced to pay the damage, and then the money that he gets back will not be as much. So 280 euros for the room, basically, and then the insurance. You know, there are cheap student insurances that you can get depending on your age. If you're below, I think, if you're below 30 years, you get to be insured by the public insurances, and they cost right about I don't even know, but it's more than 100 euros. But when you're more than 30, you can choose to be insured by private insurance, and you can choose whatever you want. So like my brother spends about 40 to 50 euros on insurance. Of course, it's going to rise as the time goes by. So you should budget at least, let's say, 100 euros for insurance for the 2 period, if you're coming to do a master's, for example, because the first year will be cheaper, the second year will be more expensive. That is if you're above that. If you're below that, you have to take the public insurance, and that's kind of fixed, the fixed amount. And then what else does he pay for? Of course, the entertainment, the food and stuff. He spends about he pays about 300 euros per month for that, for everything. So that's coming to a total of how much have I counted now? That's 580 plus let's give the insurance 50 euros because it's still the first year. That's 500, and my mathematics skills are not the best. 580 plus 20, that's 600 plus 30, 630. So he manages to survive just to scrape you know, just the basics with about 630, 650 euros, and that's like living on the basics. So I'm back home. I've taken my lunch, I've eaten something, and I still have a few minutes left before the end of my lunch break, so I will try to wrap up this whole story about how much money you need as an international student to spend per month when you come to study in Germany, and especially the south of Germany in Stuttgart area. So as I was saying, as I was driving back home, I used the case of my brother who studies somewhere around here, and he pays about 280 euros for the room. He had to deposit 400 euros, which you get back at the end of the tenure. He needs money for insurance, for food, for books and stuff like that, for entertainment, and for that, in total, for all that, he needs about 300 euros for all that per month. And that, when I total everything, he needs minimum about 630 to 650 euros per month, and that's just him without supporting anybody else. If he has dependents on, if he has people back at home who want his support, that's the minimum amount of money he needs per month, 630 to 650. But actually, it's recommended to have a bit higher than that because costs vary per month. So if you check the recommendations in the internet, you see you need about between 780 and 810 or 830 euros roundabout. So let's say the range of 630 to 850 will be a good approximation to work with when you're planning your student budget. If you multiply that by, let's take the higher amount. It's always better to work with a higher amount. So let's take 850 as the highest amount you can spend per month. If you multiply that by 12 months, how much money is that? By 10 months, that's 8,000 euros plus. 12 months will be about 10,000 euros plus, if I'm not wrong, So you need to have around about 8,000 to 10,000 euros per year to survive, and that's just you when you want to live the basic life. If you have dependents back at home that you want to support, you will need to spend far much more than that. So we are only working with a single student who has no dependent, we're just living the basic student life. And as you can see from my other clip, just today, and that's just me, just for my own expenses, I bought a few things at a supermarket called DM and another one called Lidl. This, I go to Lidl because it's basically cheap. And in total, I've spent today 50 euros. So it's just the beginning of the month. I have to tank the car and all that. So by the end of the day today, I'll spend maybe about 200 euros when I do everything that I want to do. And the stuff that I bought is not even sufficient to see me to the end of the month. Probably next month, next week, like in 1 week's time, I might have to shop again because it's not enough what I've bought, if you're living in the student hostels, it's a bit cheaper, but when you're living outside of the student hostels, it becomes really more expensive and you have to spend far much more than that. So guys, I hope this helps you to plan your budgets before you come to study here. Basically, to sum it up, you need money for the room, you need money for the insurance, which is a must to have when you're studying, you need money for food, you need money to buy books, writing stuff and things. You need money for transport, to move around, like especially if you're going to work outside of the campus. And in total, you'll need minimum 630 to about 850 euros per month. So that's the amount of money you have to work with when you're single, when you're not supporting anyone. So bear that in mind if you want to come and study here. Especially if you don't have a scholarship, you must figure out where to get this money per month because nobody is giving you money here. As I said in my other videos where I talked in Swahili, back at home you have this social network, social support system where you can go to your neighbor and you can borrow something. Maybe you're missing some salt or some sugar, you can borrow that from your neighbor. Or your mom can send you some food stuff from the village, and basically food is a little bit more cheaper, far much cheaper I should say, back at home than here. Here that's not happening. Neighbors don't kind of do that kind of thing. You don't go to your neighbor to ring the bell to ask for a tablespoon of salt. That's not working. So you really have to be self-sufficient here, and you'll find that student jobs are always fluctuating. Sometimes you get some jobs, sometimes you get nothing, and you always have to have all this in mind, so I hope this helps somebody out there. If you have questions, please feel free to get in touch with me. If you go to my info page, you'll find a link where you can get in touch with me, just write me, just leave me a message down below. I will answer it when I can, or get in touch with me through that link, and I can get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope that you all stay well, and I'll see you in my next video. And guys, before I go, please like, subscribe, turn the bell if you want to be notified when I post. Recommend my channel, please. I can see a lot of you are watching, but you're not subscribing, so I hope you can subscribe, to motivate me to continue doing what I'm doing. And also give me tips or ideas of things that you want me to talk about, because I want this channel to reach as many people as possible, not just one group of people. I want to reach potential students who are coming to Germany. I want to reach people who are living in Kenya. I want to reach other people who are interested in other things, and not just one group of people. So whatever you think I should talk about, let me know, and I'll try my best to find the time to talk about it. So that's it for today. All the best, guys. Stay blessed, stay melanated, no matter which skin color you are. Know that you are fabulous. Bye.